Coach from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. It's caught, and there's the first NFL catch for Marquise Brown. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
At their own 7-yard line.
Check 48's the mic. I know he ain't got it.
They'll run with his 2nd-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 7-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Ballage. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Gonna go 5-0 here. Let's go. Hey.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they'll set up shot. It enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. At the 45-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Fitzpatrick. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Parker the intended target, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Fitzpatrick now. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A reminder, coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nate Orchard able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. On second down, Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson being chased out left. It's caught by Mark Ingram. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, show that he's right.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From just shy of midfield, Fitzpatrick. He's got Allen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. Catch made right side by Wilson. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Hey, wahoo! You ain't doing nothing today. Check. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike. 40's the Mike. Push him back. Hey. Push him back. Yeah, check.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick.
Let's go, D.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check 3. Go get him. Mike's 40.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Sanders is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a well-paced drive. They were able to calmly take it down the field, and then they finished the half with 3 points.
Yeah, and that's what's commonly known as playing the 2-for-1 game, right? Being able to get the points at the end of the half, knowing you're getting the ball to start the second half, gives you a chance to go out and double what you got done in the first half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
You got nothing. You got nothing. Check 26, check 20. Shit, watch him.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
First down, Baltimore.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
We got this. Wait, Eddie! Here we go, here we go. Wait! Watch it.
They'll start the drive with Dre. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
34. Watch out.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He was looking that time for Stills, and it's 3rd down.
Mike, right there, 35. Check. 40's the Mike. Squeeze. Hey, Delta. Pick it up. 40's the Mike. Tighten up.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Jalen Ferguson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Brown. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Wilkins brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From just shy of midfield, Fitzpatrick. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Safety's creeping. 34.
Running from the shotgun with Dre. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 40, Mike 40. I got him, Mike. Hey, Zoo.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Drake. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Left. Hey, let's get this.
They'll run on first down. Drake. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Fitzpatrick. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby McCain. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Feel it. Yo, 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 yo. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 48's the mic. Check. 48's the mic. Feel it. Get in the weight room. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and that'll bring up second down.
20. 48's Mike. Go kill. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Toss play to Balaj. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Fitzpatrick. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And now it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
52, Mike 52. Go. Rip left. Kill. Slam.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Kill.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mike's 40. Come on, D.
Fitzpatrick here to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills. And that'll bring up second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Well, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Parker unable to get that one. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They've just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like 4-down defensive linemen. They feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 24-yard line.
Hey, 20! I got it. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Throwing here, Fitzpatrick. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. And he hits Drake. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he's got a man open. That's Allen.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for Dolphins. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. It's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?